Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your favorite Fat Boy Ray coming at you with another Fat Boy Takes. Yes, I am doing a pod on a Wednesday, boys. And yeah, feels good. I got some PTO today. I didn't want to say I was going to do this pod. I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't want to, like, get your hopes up and be like, yeah, I'm going to do it 100% because I legit had a ton of shit going on today. So I was able to get everything I needed to get done before I go on my little vacation. So here I am. I'm gonna do a pod for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are all doing great. I know the Dodgers are playing, so you might not be able to listen to the pod today. Just so you know, I don't give a fuck about baseball. So who gives a fuck if there's a game 5? Baseball sucks. But yeah, back to the main point. So I'm doing a pod on a Wednesday. I'm gonna go over the week 5 picks. I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna pick week 6. We're gonna talk about Baker and Dak's struggles because them boys are on the struggle bus right now, and that's pretty much gonna be it for today's pod. It's gonna be a short and sweet one. Also, before I forget, the first NFL game on Sunday is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern start. The Panthers-Bucks game is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you live in the West Coast and you're a Bucks or Panthers fan, the game is at 6:30 in the morning. So you're going to have to wake your ass up to watch your boys play. If you're committed to your squad, that means your ass ain't going to fucking get fucked up on Saturday night so you can wake up on Sunday morning. Or you're going to get fucked up Saturday night and continue the drinking Sunday morning. But yeah, that's up to you. I don't judge. If that's what you do, that's what you do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what's on tap for today's pod. Oh, and also don't forget the Thursday night games. You can watch it on Twitch for free. Also, if you have Prime Video, you can watch it on Amazon Prime Video. So don't forget, you can watch. I would go the Twitch route, just so you know, because Twitch is completely free, and Amazon you have to pay for that subscription. So just try to find the game on Twitch. It'll be on there. Prime Video, just download the app. You'll be set. I will still be doing a pod on Saturday. That pod is that pod's going to be all basketball now, since I'm doing this bonus pod today. Your boy's committed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. 5 stars, the motherfucking pod. Show me some goddamn love. Yeah, so the Saturday pod, mostly about basketball. My buddy hasn't told me he's not showing up, so I should have a guest. Yep. So let's get to it, boys. Let's go over week 5. Your boy went 7 for 7. 7 for 7. I'm 500. I'm fucking mediocre right now, boys. I'm just in the middle. Not good, boys. I'm not happy with that. So, I will probably shotgun a beer for you guys. That's the least I'm not going to shotgun it. I'll chug it. To la cabeza, dude. So, I'll chug a beer for you guys. The 7-7 shit. Mediocrity. We're going for gold, boys. I got to do better than the 7 for 7 shit. So, the prior week I was 6 for 9. This week I'm 7 for 7. Fuck me, dude. I got to get my shit together. Alright, so let's go over the the fucking picks from last week. Give me a sec. I gotta find it, boys. So the Jags, I was right about the Panthers. Let's go. McCaffrey, another big fucking game. McCaffrey is literally backpacking people in fantasy right now. It is insane. So the Panthers win. The Pats beat the Redskins, obviously. That game was decided before it was played. I was wrong about the Bills-Titans game. Big ups to the Bills. Josh Allen did end up playing, but I didn't switch up. I would have picked the Bills if Josh Allen would have played. I really thought he wasn't gonna get over the concussion protocol, but good for him. Good for the Bills. They got a W. They're 4-1 now. My boy that's a Bills fan is feeling himself a little bit, because he beat nothing but plumbers, But that's cool. I'd be happy too, man. That team's been shit for years, so good for my boy and his Bills. I was right about the Ravens-Steelers game. That game came down to like the wire. The Ravens clutched up though and took the W. Cards-Bengals. The motherfucking Bengals let me down. Man, that game was decided in that third quarter, like at the end of that third quarter when the quarterback when the coach decided to go quarterback sneak on like 4th and 1 after Mixon was averaging like 4.6 yards per carry. Some terrible fucking play calling on the coach, but whatever. That shit caused me to take an L. It is what it is. Gonna hold that L real close to my chest. God damn it. I won in fantasy though, but I took an L right there. Falcons Texans. I picked the Texans. Man, Deshaun Watson is looking like a must start right now in fantasy. If you have Watson and Russell Wilson, those guys have just been lights out. They're looking like must starts. Obviously, Russell Wilson is the number 1 quarterback in fantasy. And then I think it's Watson is number 3. I forgot who's number 2. I didn't really look. I just know that obviously I have Watson, so that's why I know. And I also have Russell Wilson. That's why I know. So I don't know who the number 2 guy is, but if those are must starts. Well, Patrick Mahomes is number 2. I'm such an idiot. Sorry, boys. I'm kind of tired. A little bit of sleep. Patrick Mahomes is the number 2. How could I forget, dude? Yikes, boys. So Bucks Saints. I picked the Saints. The Saints obviously clutched up. Vikes Giants. That game was literally. I will give props to the Giants though. They were in that game mostly up until like the third quarter. They were like behind like by 8 points or something like that, 10 points, and then it was the Kirk Cousins show. I'm still not very high on Kirk Cousins. The Giants are obviously still a really, really bad team. So yeah, I'm not really high on Kirk Cousins, but good for him. He balled out. Bears Raiders. This was probably the game that was the most surprising of the week. No one in their right minds picked, unless you were a goddamn Raiders fan, unless you were a Raider Nation fool, your ass did not pick the Raiders to win this game. There is nobody fucking picked the Raiders to win this game. Everybody picked the Bears. So good shit to the Raiders. That's a big win. Good for them. Eagles, Jets. The Eagles smoked the Jets. Also, I was wrong about that Raiders game. So I picked the Bears, obviously, just like everybody else. This is another game, too. The Broncos-Chargers. Didn't nobody pick the Broncos to win. Only Broncos fans did. So the Chargers shit the bed. They lost the game. The Broncos get their first win. Congratulations to them. I unfortunately taken an L because of that. Packers, Cowboys. God damn it! Don't even get me started on this motherfucking game. My soul still hurts from this motherfucking game. Good job to the Packers. They're going to get the W. We'll talk about that Cowboys game a little later, obviously, because we're going to talk about Mr. Dak Prescott. Colts Chiefs. This is another fucking game that nobody thought. Big ups to the Colts. The Colts took that dub. They literally managed the shit out of the clock. They were able to run the ball. It's good coaching. That O-line is just too goddamn good. It got them the W this week. Good job to the Colts. They beat the undefeated Chiefs. So good shit, Colts. Browns and Niners. I chose the Browns. Big fucking mistake. Baker Mayfield has looked like a dumpster fire. Holy shit. And OBJ as well. I don't know what the hell is going on with that team. I guess they're just too damn young. But the Niners are 4-0. So big ups to the Niners. That's pretty much it for week 5. Like I said, your boy took an L this week. I went 7 for 7. Fuck that mediocrity shit. I will take a beer chug for you guys on Saturday. Because obviously I can't during the next 2 days. I'm going to be on vacation. But yes, I will do a beer chug. Don't forget, I'll usually put the videos on IG. Fatboy Takes his IG. And I've been posting out on Twitter as well. So don't forget to follow the Twitter at Fatboy Takes. Yep. So that's pretty much it for week 5. Womp womp womp. 7-7 for the Fatboy picks. Get fucked, Fatboy. All right, let's talk a little about Baker and Dak before your favorite fat boy picks week 6. So, Baker literally has been looking like poop. Also, that has a lot to do with the O-line. The O-line has been terrible, but also he has to be better. If I'm the Browns right now, I'm gonna be honest. I know the O-line is struggling. I'm giving the Nick Chubbs the ball. I'm going, here you go, Nick. You try to take us to the promised land. You try to get us these dubs. Because, man, I know the O-line's struggling, but Baker Mayfield has looked like complete dog shit. So, right now, Baker Mayfield is looking just a tad bit overrated. I understand that the Browns O-line's struggling. Well, that's what happens. They traded their best piece from the O-line to the Giants to get OBJ. So they're filling the struggles right now with that O-line, but also Baker has to be better. Just the Monday night game, Baker was complete garbage. My man played against the Niners. His completions he completed 36% of his passes. That is horrid. That's terrible. He threw 0 TDs. He got picked twice. There was a reason that man was sitting out the last 5 minutes of the game. He played like shit. So, and then when he played the Ravens, Nick Chubbs carried them boys to the promised land. Here you go, Nick Chubbs. Take us to the promised land, brother. And he was able to. So big ups to Nick Chubbs for getting them that dub against the Ravens. He completed 66% of passes that game. He threw for 1 TD. But that game, we all know, whoever watched that game, everybody knew that was the Nick Chubb show. They need to keep trying to image that game because, dude, that's the only way they're gonna beat anybody right now because that O-line is so bad. When he played against the Rams, he only completed 50% of his passes. Yes, he only lost by 1 touchdown, but he only threw for 1 touchdown. And he also threw for a pick. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but the man has thrown more picks than touchdowns so far. Also, when he played against the Jets, he beat the Jets, but he only completed 54% of passes against the Jets. The Jets are terrible, man. Like, the defense is shit right now. Like, he should have exposed that defense way, way more. He only threw for 1 TD that game, and he also threw for an interception. So far, he has thrown for 4 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. My man is not looking too good right now. He really, really needs to make better decisions. I know he's rushed because the O-line is shit, but he needs to step his shit up because, man, he is looking super, super overrated right now. So hopefully they can figure it out because I think that team has enough weapons to at least be in the playoff picture. They can't be taking L's right now. Well, obviously, also they've had a hard schedule, but the team has enough on offense to get W's, and the defense is mediocre. So that team, I don't know, it's just weird to see a team with 2 really good receivers and a really good running back struggling this much. Because it can't all fall on the O-line. Baker has to be better. So hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully Baker figures it out. He hits the lab and he just figures it out because, man, this is the team that had Super Bowl aspirations at the beginning of the season, and right now they're looking like some motherfucking pretenders. So hopefully they figure it out. And now let's get to the main man himself, Dak Prescott. Just so you guys know, Dak Prescott stats are super inflated because he played against 3 trash can ass teams. Just so you know, a lot of you Cowboys fans were over here gassing this man's shit. But it's like, come on, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I will tell you that the Cowboys fan base is super, super delusional. Like, I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a young kid, and the fan base has always been super delusional. Like, I feel like the Cowboys fan base is like the New York Knicks of the NFL. And if you know anything about the New York Knicks, that fucking franchise, their fans literally say that it's their year every year. The Cowboys fan base is kind of like that. But yeah, let's get to it now. Let's go over some of these stats for you guys, so you guys can like see what I'm talking about. That his stats are a little bit inflated because he played against these plumbers. And when I say plumbers, I just mean against a shitty team, man. I don't mean they're obviously not plumbers. They're in the NFL. I just say it because it's easier. I don't want to say, oh, they're a shitty team over and over like a million times. So, like Dak obviously Dak completed 78% of his passes. Of course, he was gonna do that against the Giants. The Giants' corners are just chopped liver right now. Everybody's completing everything on them. The Giants' corners right now have no chance. They have no pass rushing. They have no pressure. Every quarterback right now looking like Tom Brady in the pocket right now when you play against them because they got no pass rushing. So he obviously completed 78% of passes against them. He threw for 4 touchdowns that game. He threw for 105 yards. The man had no resistance that game. Literally, of course he was going to do that. And I might sound like a Dak hater, but I have my reasons. Like I said, I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. I can see, like, I when I watch the games, I use my damn eyes. Unlike some of you damn Cowboys fans that have the fucking blinders over your damn eyes. So obviously he was gonna have a big game. The Giants are terrible, and they were even worse back then because they had Eli. So they got more possessions because Eli was even worse. So when they play the Giants at least are gonna put up a fight the next time they play. So just remember your boy saying this. The next time they play, the Giants are going to put up a way better fight. Danny Dimes has made that offense way better just because he can run out the pocket. You know, he gets sacked less, obviously, because he doesn't stand there like a damn statue. And then, obviously, let's get to the second game Dak played. He played against the Redskins. He completed 86% of his passes. Threw for 3 touchdowns, threw for 1 interception, threw for 261 yards. The Redskins are a winless team. The Redskins are terrible. So he threw 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns against 2 really, really bad teams. That's already 7 TDs against 7 plumbers. Well, against 2 plumber-ass teams. He played the Dolphins. That game he played pretty mediocre. He threw for 2 TDs, 1 interception, 246 yards. Against the Dolphins, my boy could have played way better. But whatever. And then he played against the Saints. And we all know how that went. 66% completions. He threw for 0 goddamn touchdowns. For somebody that wants $40 million, this shit is inexcusable. You couldn't throw for a single touchdown? It's like, come on, my man. You're claiming that you're worth $40 million. You want to be the highest paid player in the NFL. Well, the highest paid player in the NFL. There's just no fucking way. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're just like, no, you're fucking crazy, dude. Like, we cannot stand for this bullshit. My man should have been lucky to sign that contract at the beginning of the season. No way in hell he gets 40 mil if he can't score touchdowns against these top teams. Because just think about this. If the Cowboys make the playoffs, who do you think they're going to play in the playoffs? They'll probably play the Saints and the Packers. That brings up my next point. The Packers. He completed 61% of his passes. He threw for 2 TDs and 3 interceptions. Mind you, 1 interception was not his fault, but the other 2 were clearly his fault. So it's like, bro, you got to be better. Yes, he threw for 463 yards, but my man had no choice. That was the only way he was going to get back in the game, by throwing the ball. He obviously has to be better. In order for the Cowboys to be in contention to win a Super Bowl, he has to be better. It's just clear. Like, there's just no excuse. Because like I said, if the Cowboys do make it to the not to the Super Bowl, to the playoffs, who do you think he's gonna have to go through if they're gonna go to the Super Bowl? The NFC is gonna go through the Saints, through the Packers, and probably even the Bears. So he's gonna have to find a way to score against these teams. There's just no way. And also another thing about that Saints game, he got the ball with enough time to put together a drive. He couldn't put together that drive. Obviously, he had no timeouts, but it is what it is. He had a shot, couldn't do it. For a player that wants 40 million, you gotta be able to get them drives in the fourth quarter, in the 2-minute warning, them game-winning drives. My man has not been able to do it this year. He's been mediocre at best. Like I said, his stats are super, super, super inflated because he played against those three really bad teams at the beginning of the season. Now that he's playing the hitters, my boy is feeling the struggle. Hopefully he figures it out, because I think the Cowboys they have a really good shot of doing something this year, but he needs to get that shit together. So hopefully he can figure it out. And that's pretty much it for the Baker and Dak struggles. Womp womp. I hope both of them figure it out, man, because it really sucks, because these are two teams that everybody was like, they have a really good shot at making the Super Bowl. So we're gonna see if they figure it out. We're gonna see. It's still early, week 6. They still got 10 more weeks to go after this one, so they can definitely figure it out. I guess we gotta stay tuned, dude. So good luck to both of them. Hopefully they figure it out. All right. Enough talking shit about Dak and Baker. Let's get to the Fat Boy picks, week 6. For the Thursday night game, I'm gonna go with the Pats. The Giants are literally a walking hospital right now. No Evan Engram, no Wayne Gallman, no Saquon Barkley, no Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard will probably not play because he's not going to be able to go through the concussion protocol because it's a short week. So that team is super depleted. I don't think Golden Tate is going to be able to get him the dub. So I'm going to go with the Pats. Panthers-Bucks game. That is the first game on Sunday. I already said. Don't forget. 6:30 a.m. PST start time. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the first game on Sunday. It's a really, really early game because it's the London game. So you're going to have to wake up early for that one. I'm going to go with the Panthers this time. I know the Bucks already beat them once, but I have a feeling the Panthers are going to figure it out. They're going to throw the ball more this game to open up the run for McCaffrey. So I'm going to go with the Panthers. Redskins, Dolphins. This one's probably this is the fucking toilet bowl right here, guys, for this year. This is the toilet bowl, man. This one is super, super hard to pick. And if I get a game wrong, I think it's going to be this one. Redskins, Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Redskins. I think the Redskins are just slightly better. But you never know. The Dolphins could surprise me and they can be like, yo, fuck you, fat boy. Take this L. But I'm going to go with the Redskins. Eagles, Vikes. I'm going to go with the Vikings right now. The Vikes just look real, real good right now. I know the Eagles they're good at stopping the run, but I think Dalvin Cook's still going to be able to do his thing. And I think Kirk Cousins is going to light them up, light their corners up, because I know their corners have been struggling. So, and come on, this guy has 2 Ferraris, man. He has Thielen and Diggs. I think Thielen and Diggs have both of them are probably going to have decent games. So I am going to go with the Vikes. Texans, Chiefs. I'm going to have to go with the Texans. I think this is probably going to be a really, really high scoring game. I will be surprised if they don't score close to up to 100 points. At least I'm promising at least 80 points. There's no way they don't get close to 80 points. But I'm going to go with the Texans. I just think the Texans receivers right now are just too damn good. Obviously that game Will Fuller had last week, monster game. 53 fantasy points scored. So I'm going to go with the Texans. I think the Chiefs are going to take another L. I don't think their defense is... We already know that the defense is not that great. And I think the Texans are going to take this one. Saints, Jags. I'm going to go with the Saints. The Saints defense looking good right now. Stopping the run. Bridgewater has actually looked pretty damn solid for a backup. He used to be a starter for the Vikes. But Bridgewater looking good right now. He led him to a win last week, and I think he's going to lead him to another one this week. Seahawks, Browns. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. The Seahawks have just been winning games. Like that Rams game, nobody thought they were going to win that game. They found a way to win. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks. And also the Browns, the O-line's looking super shit right now. Baker's playing super bad. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Bengals, Ravens. This is a no-brainer, man. The Bengals are just struggling so much right now. They're obviously missing A.J. Green. The O-line's been terrible. Questionable play calling. I'm just gonna have to go with the Ravens, man. It's a safe pick. I think the Ravens are gonna take the dub. Niners, Rams. You guys are gonna be surprised about this one. I'm actually gonna go with the Niners. I think the Niners are gonna find a way to get this W. The Niners have been running the ball really, really well, and I think they're gonna be able to continue to run the ball. So I'm gonna go with the Niners. Falcons, Cards. That one's a no-brainer. The Falcons. The Cardinals, that's another team that's been struggling. They beat the Bengals last week. The Bengals are winless. So, Falcons it is. Cowboys, Jets. I think the Cowboys are going to take this one. The Jets are just too banged up. They are getting Sam Darnold back, but I don't think it's just they don't have enough to win with just Le'Veon. Le'Veon is like the team. It's kind of like in that Christian McCaffrey situation where they feed him the ball, and it's like, well, if you get us the W, you get us the W. Obviously, the Jets haven't got a W, so who knows? But I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Demaryius Thomas has been looking better. The Jets finally got a receiver after having no receivers. So, yeah, I'm still going to go with the Cowboys, though. The Jets just not that good right now. Titans, Broncos. I got to go with the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to get another W this week. And Steelers, Chargers. I am going to go with the Chargers. The Chargers are starting to hit that must-win territory because the AFC is rough right now. You got the Bills sitting at 4-1, the Pats sitting at 5-0, and then the Chiefs 4-1. So that other playoff, that wildcard spot's up for grabs already because they already lost 3 games. I think if they lose like 4 or 5 games, that's it. They're not going to be able to make it. I just don't see the Chiefs losing more than 3 games. Same with the Pats. I don't see the Pats losing more than 3 games. The Bills have a cakewalk schedule, so the Bills might lose like 4 games max. So the Chargers are starting to hit that territory that they need to win every single game. No more fucking around. Lions, Packers. I know the Lions have been looking legit, but I think the Packers are still going to have their number. Well, if Devontae Adams plays. Because if Devontae Adams does not play, I don't think the Packers win this game. But I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm pretty sure Devontae Adams will play. So I'm going to go with the Packers. That's pretty much it for week 6. I already said I'm going to chug that beer for you guys since I was mediocre as shit last week with the picks. Just so you guys know, I am going to do another pod on Saturday. All basketball pod now that I did this one. Also, don't forget the Thursday night game. You can watch it for free on Twitch. Also, if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, don't forget you can watch it on Amazon Prime TV. And anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh, no sponsors today. Sorry, dudes. But yeah, I hope you guys all take care. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I will be back on Saturday for that basketball pod. It's during the week. No drinking today, boys. Unless you're going on vacation like me. But, yeah. Take care. Have a good one. Hopefully this pod holds you guys over till Saturday. Don't forget that the pod is on Apple Pod. It's on Podbean. It's on Spotify. It's on iHeartRadio. So you guys have no excuse. You can follow on one of those things. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, if you would like me to talk about anything, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys on Saturday. Take care, dudes and dudettes. Peace.